계신 여러분.
Okay, so all we need is a theme. And
Breaking news tonight.
Couple number one, they met while working together previously and been married for 8.5 years. They love cooking together, Malaby and Sean. Couple number two, they met while attending UCLA together, been married for 14 years, and they love traveling together, Jason and Tasia. Couple number three, they met at Restaurant Smooth in Long Beach, married for 11 years. They love sightseeing together, Robert and Lupe. And with your host from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, met while working together, married for 10 years. They enjoy their family morning walks, Chris and Zahraa Mouzon.
Welcome to the Fun and Marriage Game Show!
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Fun and Marriage Game Show. We're your hosts, the Mouzons, back with some exciting guests. We're happy again to jump on and share our times in marriage, right? This is what we're doing. So let's get into the show, babe. How about it?
Yes, let's get into the show. A time to meet, compete, and have fun together. So the first thing we're going to do is actually excuse the ladies. Ladies, we're going to go off somewhere into another room where you can't hear your husband's answers while they talk. Powder up if you need to a little bit more. Go have a drink. It'll be about 5 minutes or so, and we'll be right back.
That's right. All right. Gentlemen, it is us. We are here. This is going to be the time to see how much we all know about our spouses. How about it? All right. So I'm going to ask you guys 3 questions. We're going to go through, ask you 3 questions. Once I ask the question, think about the answer. Take time, write it down on that piece of paper you got in front of you. And then we'll go around the room, say your answer quietly so your spouse can't hear you. No cheating, right? We're making sure we're not cheating over here. And then we'll issue the wives back in, and then we'll keep things rolling. All right. So as we go through, I'm going to go in this order: Jason, Sean, then Rob. First question. Will your spouse say that you spend more money, they spend more money, or you spend money equally? What would your spouse answer to that? Will your spouse say that you spend more money, that they spend more money, or that you spend money equally? Write your answer down. And then, Jason, what would you say?
I'm going to say that she would say that she spends more money.
All right, that she spends it. Got it. Okay. All right, write it down. Sean, what do you think?
I'm going to go with equal.
Equally. Okay, there we go. Write it down. You got equally. Rob, what would you say?
I think she'll say me.
Say you. All right. She knows who the spender is. There we go. All right. That's question number 1. Question number 2. Who is your spouse's celebrity crush? Now, if they don't have one, say they don't have one, because that's fair too. But who is your spouse's celebrity crush? Jason, what are you thinking?
You know, I don't know that she has one.
That's a valid answer. We'll see what she says though, right? Cool, write that down. Sean, what do you think? Celebrity crush. Hers, not yours.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to roll with Jason. I'm really not sure. You know, she's the type of person that doesn't really follow names too well. You know, she's good with faces, but you know, with names, you know, so I'm not sure.
Got it. Okay, so we'll go with no one. And then Rob, what would you say?
Yeah, you know what, Chris? I would have to agree with the fellas. I have never heard my wife over the years mention anyone, you know, that she might have a crush on other than me, right?
You're all the studs. Look at you, all of you guys, studs. That's awesome. All right, third and final question. This one you might have to think about a little bit. Finish this sentence. We are complete opposites when it comes to blank.
Oh, I know this.
We are complete opposites when it comes to blank. Jason, what are you saying? What do you think?
I'm gonna say tidiness, because like I'm very, very organized, and you know, a place for everything, and it's you know, it's a place for everything and everything in its place. And she's more like laissez-faire.
Got it. So tidiness or cleanliness. Awesome. Sean, what would you say?
I would say that the complete. I would have to say that would come like socializing.
Okay, so you're
The opposite when it comes to her friends and my friends, although we're still have the same group of friends, if you will.
got you. So like social life, you're a bit different.
Yes.
Got it. All right. Rob, what would you say?
I would say time management. You know, Lupe would be the person that literally tomorrow is already laid out, right? By the hour and the minutes.
Got it.
But for me, you know, it could change. You know, I'm open to flexible schedules, and I can add more things, and she just sticks to one main thing, you know?
Gotcha.
One
Got it.
schedule.
So the scheduling, time management. All right. Write down your answers, gentlemen. Make sure they're all written down. Let's go get the wives. Bring them back in. All right. We're all back. Now, here's how it's going to go down, ladies. The gentlemen have answered, your husbands have answered these questions as to how they think you would have answered. And we're going to go through. We're going to start in my top hand corner with Jason and Tia. Then we're going to come down to Malavi and Sean. Then we're coming to Robert and Lupe. All right. Each question is 5 points, by the way. 5 points. We will have a winner at the end, right? We're here to compete. So make sure you're getting stuff accurate. Now, here we go. The question was that the first question that we asked was, will your spouse say that you spend more money, they spend more money, or you spend money equally? That was the question. What do you think Jason said? Did he say?
Definitely me.
Definitely you.
Hands down.
Jason, what did you say? She spends more money. Nice job. There we go. Is that a conversation that's happening a bunch? Huh?
Absolutely.
You know, sometimes she doesn't spend a whole lot. She just spends more than me.
Got it.
Like my theory that I swipe in faith.
I don't know about that theory either, but it's okay. We'll come back around to that. All right, Malavi and Sean, same question. Malavi, what did Sean say? Will your spouse say that you spend more money, they spend more money, or you spend money equally?
He spends more money.
He spends more money. Sean, what'd you say?
I was trying to give us the benefit of the doubt because I thought
He said equally. He said equally. It's okay. It's okay. You're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I mean,
you already answered. So
All good. Lupe, same question for you. What did Rob answer? Who spends more money, him, you, or equally?
Definitely him.
Rob, what'd you say? He said Robert himself. All right. He is the spender. He knows he's the spender. So it's all good. All right. So that was question number one. Question number two. Going back to Jason and Indian. Who is your spouse's celebrity crush? That's what we asked the men. Who is your spouse's celebrity crush? And if they, yes, yours.
Oh.
And we gave them the option to say that if it was no one, it was no one. But we asked, who's their celebrity crush? Who's your celebrity crush, ladies? If the answer is no one, they had the ability to answer no one. So, Cian, what do you think Jason said?
I don't have a celebrity crush.
Jason, what'd you say?
No
He
one.
said, I don't have one. That's
Yay.
right. Nice job. Know your spouse very well. That's right. There's no celebrity crush over there. Malavi, what did Sean say? Who's your celebrity crush?
I don't have one.
Sean, what'd you say? I don't have one. No one. Good job. Lupe, you're up. What did Rob say? Who's your celebrity crush?
No one.
Say, Rob. Put it up. He said,
Yay!
no one. He said him, actually. That's what he said. He said, "What's the speak?" No one.
Do it.
Of course. Nice job, spouses. That was good. Last question. Finish this sentence. We are complete opposites when it comes to blank. We are complete opposites when it comes to blank. Seeing what it.
Let's see. Probably our personalities.
Personalities.
Like I'm talkative, he's not. Like very opposite. So.
Got you. Jason,
Yeah.
what'd you say?
That would have been my second choice, I say.
So he said tidiness.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. He said he has a place for everything. Everything in its place. And he said,
Yeah.
that's okay. We at least understand it. Lady, what did Sean say? We are complete opposites when it comes to blank.
It's something that we do, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Anything.
It can be anything. We opened up the question. So something that you do and anything. Where are you complete opposites? What does Sean say? She really wants to win.
Well,
She wants to win. I love it. I love it. I want to win too. I'm there.
Oh, you can answer.
well, I would say cooking
Cooking.
because I'm a great helper,
Mm.
but he's the chef.
Yeah.
So I do the chopping, but I stay away from the kitchen as much as possible.
Gotcha.
I should have went with that. But
Cooking is the end. What did you say, Sean? He said
socialize.
Oh, social. Yeah.
who you hang out with, right? It's a little bit different.
Yeah, he does have a social life.
Understood. Good stuff. Lupe, how did Rob answer that question? Where are you guys complete opposites?
There's a few, but the one that really pops out, I would say time management.
What did you say?
Hey, that's what I said.
The
Yay!
time management. Yeah.
Good job.
Stop.
That's like big
It's a big one.
That's a
You
big
guys
one.
obviously talk about that one a bunch.
every day.
Understood. Well, nice job, couples. Those were the first three questions. The score as it stands, Rob and Lupe in the lead, 15 points. You got all three of them, followed by Jason and Cian, and then Malavi and Sean. So round of applause, guys. Great job. Now, before we jump into the next round, Dave,
So what we're gonna do, guys, before we get into the ladies round, we just want to ask a couple of questions. This is the Fun and Marriage Game Show, but we also want to give other people some insight into what it takes to be married and stay married and happily married mentally and physically and spiritually and all of those things. So we'd love for you guys to give us some insight on that, give our audience some insight. I want to ask you guys some questions. Jason, and I'll ask with you guys, how do you think you guys deal with heavy conversations, like heavy things that you guys need to discuss and talk about that you might not agree on, but it's just a heavy topic? How do you guys handle tough conversations with each other?
Well, I would say that she's kind of more of the send me a text. We need to set aside some time to talk about, an issue.
is it a comfortable time to have that conversation? Do you make time for it? How do those conversations normally play out for you?
So yeah, we decide on, a time, and then, basically, I say what I want to say in like 10 minutes, and then she says what she has to say in about an hour and 10 minutes.
That is pretty typical,
That
right?
sounds pretty accurate.
Understood. That's awesome.
That's awesome. There's one thing that I always love to hear from people, and that's listen to understand and not to respond. So that's something that we try to definitely do in our marriage, something I'm working on mostly. So the next question is going to be for Malaby and Sean. I think this one is a really good one for you. How do you guys keep things exciting between your marriage?
It's actually pretty easy. Go ahead.
We are blessed. We are both very sexually active. Basically, any chance we get, we do it.
And it just keeps us, I don't know, it keeps us happy. It keeps us youthful, you know, and we've never wavered, you know, since dating. I don't think we've ever slowed down our pace, you know, and we're about 8 years in, 10 years together. And so we're still as if we're still dating. And so we continue to keep each other, you know, young and keep that spark.
That's awesome. Really good stuff. Yeah, a very happy sex life is very key in marriage. That's awesome. Thank you guys for being open and sharing that. What do you think are some ways for couples who might have an issue with that to help enhance that area in their marriage? What do you think are some things that they can do to help?
I think with women, it's harder because we tend to always be focused on kids opposed to ourselves. We want to keep the kids active, but then sometimes we're tired, so we don't do what we need to do to keep ourselves fit. We're trying to keep them fit, trying to keep them healthy. So I think a lot of times our self-confidence kind of diminishes because we're so focused on the kids. And I think it's important to find a way to keep active or do something that will make us see ourselves in a way where we're comfortable with ourselves, so we can, you know, put the kids to bed and be walking around naked and be comfortable. Because ultimately, I feel like I like to see myself and feel that if I look okay to myself, then I'm comfortable to be walking and doing whatever. So I think that that's a lot of times because we're so focused on work and the kids and just, you know, I don't have time to work out. Like, I don't have time to take time to myself. So I think it's important that we take that little bit of time that we can possibly squish in without feeling guilty about, oh my gosh, I'm spending an hour at the yoga place, or I'm spending an hour at the gym where I should be at home doing homework with the kids, or you know, I should be making sure that the kitchen is clean when my husband is going to cook. So it's a lot of things that we feel guilty about when we do things that we kind of have to figure out to not feel guilty about, so we can look at ourselves and be like, damn, I look good. Okay, hey, let's get it going. Like, you know?
And just being open. You have to make that time. You know, I think, you know, as we get older, and especially with kids, you know, I've heard a lot of we don't have time, or it's that neglect of each other. And knowing that it's very important in a relationship. So keeping that open communication, always compliment each other, you know, and always compliment each other, and continue that open line of communication. And I think that, you know, it will help, you know.
That's awesome.
Those
Such great answers.
Those are great. I hear that timing thing a lot, right? Like, we have to give ourselves time and make sure that it's important to us, because we make time for the things that we want, right? We make time for the things that we want. So we got to move that up the priority list. So That's great. That's
Absolutely.
great stuff. That's
Yes.
great stuff.
And last question, this one is for Robert and Lupe. So you guys have been business owners together for over 10 years. So tell our audience who are also business owners together, what does it take to be successful business owners and married?
We only have a little bit of time, guys. A little bit of time.
No, we have plenty of time.
That was for Robert for sure, not for me.
It totally takes two.
Explain it better.
You know what? That's a great question because, man, you know, being married and doing a business, it's hard, you know, because sometimes as a wife, I would just speak as a wife, you do a lot of the controlling most of the time because, you know, depending, you know, how the roles are at home, where you control a lot of the situations at home, like the eating, everything else. So then you try to do sometimes the same thing in business where you want to control everything. And, you know, you have to step back and then look at what he's good at and then let him shine on those things and then look at what you're good at and then just fill in those holes to make it stronger, make it better. Has it been a smooth sailing? No, absolutely not. We'll get in arguments because I would be like, you know, I'll let my ego come in. I'll be like, I could have done that better. But and then if you really sit down once your ego is away, you're like, really, could I have done that better than him? Like, you know what I mean? So a lot of it has to have like your ego has to be removed and understand and know that whatever your husband does, like, I guess a decision or anything that he does within the business is to better the business and better where it's going. It's not to harm you. And if there was something that went wrong, then talking about it and getting ideas and planning on a solution to make it better, I think that is the best way to approach, you know, working with each other.
Yeah, you know, and to add on to that, for the last 10 years, you know, you got to go back to your goals of why you wanted to go that route. You know, what does it take to get there, and the mindset, right, and the environment of how you built that team and who you surround yourself with. So not only sometimes you get into it so much, and Chris knows this over the years, you know, you kind of bring that home, that go, let's make it happen. We gotta close another, you know, help another family. But then, you know, learning on the last 10 years how to balance. There's no such thing as balance in a sense, but you know, you have to learn how to sort of, you know, control work when it's work, you know, business. But when you get home, you know, you got to make sure that your kids are looking at you like they don't know all that. They don't know what's going on besides home. So giving them that time is what I've learned to understand. Like, that's important as much as important, you know, to build a business and make an income. But, you know, you got to make sure you work on both and keep both going and keep both alive. And also that sex part of it, right? just to satisfy everything and just to make sure that, you know, there's always failure around the corner. There's always mistakes. But the best thing about it is you have to understand it. You have to learn to trust each other, you know, husband and wife. And you also have to know that by the end of the day, we're doing what we can to make sure we elevate, we go to hit those goals, to become financially independent and help other people do the same if that's your business. So, right. Yeah, we've learned a lot during the failures part.
Yes, that's key. Yeah, that's exactly right. We learn most during our failures. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's so awesome. Thank you all for sharing so much insight for us and for our audience. We really appreciate that. So now what we're going to do, we're going to get into round 2. So we're going to excuse our gentlemen, our husbands into another room. Ladies, hit it. Woohoo, ladies! All right, let's see where these questions are. Zamina crumpled up my paper once again.
She's doing real good right there.
Yeah. Oh, she's phenomenal. She's become a professional now as like our little sidekick when we're on appointments. She knows exactly what to do and what not to do. It's so cute.
Nice.
Okay, so ladies, we're gonna start with our very first question. To see, we're gonna start with you. What would you say is your husband's best talent?
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. What would he say? Or what would I say?
I would say. What would you say? Yep. What would you say is your husband's best talent?
Okay. So just write it down or say it?
You could say it and then also write it down. Yeah.
Okay. I would definitely say organization. That whole tidy thing. He's not tidy. He's very organized. So
yes.
I guess
Got
it
it.
was the same thing, but organization.
Organization.
Absolutely. This is superpower.
Good
Uh-huh.
stuff. That's awesome. Okay, and Malabi, next question, or same question for you. What would you say is your husband's best talent?
Cooking.
Cooking? Yay, cooking. Ooh, that's great. Yes, especially for the ladies who love to eat. Yeah, Chris, same thing, cooking, because I love to eat. All right, and Lupe, same question for you. What would you say is your husband's best talent?
Oh God, he has a lot. So I'm not sure, and I don't want to get it wrong. So if I had to just pick one, I would say communicating with people. He's really good at talking to people.
Awesome, good one. Talking to people, very nice. All right. Second question. We're gonna go back to you, Tasia. We are gonna do, in what area has your husband improved most since you first started dating? Household chores, family obligations, or bedroom responsibilities? What has he improved most since you started dating?
Say the choice.
Household chores, family obligations, or bedroom responsibilities?
Say bedroom responsibility.
Bedroom responsibilities, that's where he improved most, huh? Awesome. Good stuff. Okay, Malabi, same question for you. In what area has your husband improved most since you first started dating? Household chores, family obligations, or bedroom responsibilities?
Family obligations.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right. And Lupe, same question for you. In what area has your husband improved most since you first started dating? Household chores, family obligations, or bedroom responsibilities?
Family obligations.
Awesome. Good stuff. There we go. And now on to our third question. We are back to you, Tasia. Last question. If your spouse had to pick one side dish for Thanksgiving, what would they choose?
Probably greens.
Greens?
Good choice. Yeah.
Good choice. Greens.
Mm.
All right, Malabi. If your spouse had to choose one side dish for Thanksgiving, what would he pick?
You mean to make it?
I would say to make or eat it.
Okay.
Probably to eat it, I think. If
I would
one side
say,
dish.
I would say mac and cheese.
Okay, mac and cheese. Good one. All right. And Lupe, if your spouse had to pick one side dish for Thanksgiving, what would they choose?
Hands down, stuffing.
Stuffing. That's my favorite. Stuffing. Good one. Good stuff. All right, that was all three questions. We can call our husbands back in. Here we go. Okay, husbands back. You guys ready? Okay, we're gonna go to Tasia and Jason. So the question was, what would you say your husband's best talent was? Jason, what do you think that Tasia said?
Organizing.
There you go.
Back to that.
Tasia, what'd you say?
Organization is the
Yay.
superpower. Good job.
Woo!
That was easy.
Awesome. All right, Malabi and Sean, what would you say is your husband's best talent? Sean, what did Malabi say?
Hands down, it has to be cooking.
What did you say, Malabi? Cooking. Here we go.
Yo, that was easy.
Good job. All right, Rob and Lupe, what do you think her answer was, Rob? What would you say your husband's best talent is?
Dancing.
I was gonna pick that one.
What did you say?
Talking to people, communication.
That's okay.
Oh, I wasn't.
Dancing was
That's
number
okay.
2. Dancing was number 2, Rob. We all know. We got you. We got you.
Rob the break dancer. All right, next question, second question. We're gonna go back to Tasia and Jason. In what area has your husband improved most since you first started dating? Household chores, family obligations, or bedroom responsibilities?
What were the choices again?
Household chores, family obligations, or bedroom responsibilities? What have you improved most, in Tasia's opinion? What do you think she said? Household chores, family obligations, or bedroom responsibilities?
Knowing my wife, she said bedroom responsibilities.
What'd you say, Tasia?
Like wine, he gets better.
Hey, bedroom responsibility.
Good job. Yay. Good one. All right. And then for Sean and Malabi, in what areas has your husband improved most since you first started dating? Household chores, family responsibilities, family obligations, or bedroom responsibilities? What did Malabi say?
I almost feel like this is it's a trick question. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the bedroom. I'm gonna go with the bedroom.
Bedroom responsibility. What'd you say, Malabi?
Family obligations.
Family obligations.
That's my second one.
There are only 3 options, so I guess
All right.
you gotta pick one, right?
Good stuff. Okay. Robin Lupe, in what area has your husband improved most since you first started dating? Household chores, family obligations, or bedroom responsibilities? Robert, what do you think Lupe said?
Yeah, I would go with the second one because I know over time I've gotten better at, spending more time with family and focus on family. Yeah.
Awesome.
So the second, yeah.
Family
What'd you say, Lupe?
Family
Yay!
obligations. All right, there we go. Doing yourself.
Awesome. Yay. All right, third question. We're back to Tasia and Jason. If your spouse had to pick one side dish for Thanksgiving, what would they choose? What do you think Tasia said?
Side dish. One side dish. Oh.
It's a big question. Super loaded question, I know.
No, there's a lot of shots. There's a lot of sides.
It's a loaded question.
I get it. There's a lot.
Greens.
Oh, thank God.
What did you say? She said green.
Oh,
green.
She said green. There we go. All right.
Yay.
It took some time. Like, are there, so Jason, like, do you have a lot of side dishes that you like or what?
It's tough because, so during COVID, I actually started cooking more. It was usually more of her responsibility. So like, I just started trying different recipes. And so one of the things I started cooking was greens, and she really likes the way that I make greens. So this past Thanksgiving, generally I don't, when we have Thanksgiving, generally I was like, I'm out, I'm good, it's not but this Thanksgiving I made greens.
That's cool. That's good, man.
That's
good.
awesome.
And that's
Greens
a great
are
side.
the best. Yeah, I know. We love greens.
We talk about it all the time.
All right, good stuff. Next one is Malabi and Sean. And third question, sorry. If your spouse had to pick one side dish for Thanksgiving, what would they choose? What do you think?
Mac and cheese.
Mac
and cheese.
What'd you say? You said mac and cheese. There we go, mac and cheese.
That was the other one I was thinking.
That's it. Do you make a bomb mac and cheese? Is that why?
I do, and I have like 2 variations that I do, and whatever it is, if it's a potluck, she's always, bring mac and cheese, make mac and cheese, and
my husband can make mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Looks like we got to try some of your mac and cheese then, Sean.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Cool.
All right, Robin Lupe, if your spouse had to pick one side dish for Thanksgiving, what would they choose? What do you think Lupe said, Rob?
About what I like, right?
No.
Yeah, it's stuffing.
Stuffing.
Lupe, what did you say? You said
I picked the box for her to make it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an easy one. He was like, I know this one. I know this one. Good stuff. Married couples. All right, are we ready to add it up?
I think so,
Where
but
we at?
it looks like we have a tie between Rob and Lupe and Tasia and Jason. So nice job on the tie.
So what do we do on the tie? We have to create one more question, right? And that breaks the tie.
We do.
So we don't have a fourth question prepared. We're gonna have to come up with one on the fly, right? What would be a good question?
What is your spouse's biggest fear? Write it down. What's your spouse's biggest fear?
That's a good question.
I knew that was a good, thank you, Sean. That was a good question. It's what I've been trying to say, but it's okay, we're here. Your spouse's biggest fear. Whenever you're ready.
You guys could totally play along, Malabi and Jason, or Malabi and Sean.
Yeah, Malabi and Sean, what would your answer be? Biggest fear. What would you
His
think?
biggest fear is bugs.
Oh,
He's a bug and he,
Baby! Get it! Get the shoe!
That's
Okay,
totally
wait.
me.
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
anything,
Anything that's bugs.
spider, a water bug, whatever it is, he goes to me to get it.
That's funny. That's funny. Sean, what would you say is Malabi's?
Hers would have to be the dark, you know.
We sleep with the lights on.
No, we don't. She'd rather sleep with lights. When we first started dating, you know, I would come over and the whole house would be lit up, you know, all night. I'm like, hey, are you ever gonna like turn off the living room, kitchen, bedroom? We went to Florida and she went on a water slide and he has a little tunnel. And when she came out, she just looked like she'd seen a ghost. It was so dark in there. It lasted like 3
I was
seconds.
gonna die. I was like, and he was like, are you gonna go again? I was like, I think I'm gonna have a heart attack.
That is scary.
I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
Both of those things are scary. Bugs and dark places. All right, guys, we're gonna go with Tasia and Jason and Robert and Lupe. We are ready to see you guys' answers. Is that what we do? We just have them hold their answers up?
Yes. So let's do it this way. Tasia and Jason, let's go to you first. Say it and then hold it up as you're saying it. What did you guys say is your spouse's biggest fear? Tasia, you go first, and then Jason.
Okay, Jason's biggest fear is failure.
Failure. Okay.
Good one.
Failing at marriage. Hey. So
Oh,
wait,
wow, great ones.
so
Okay.
wait, how do we know if that's right?
I
Is that
know,
right?
Because
Is
those
that
are
right?
so solid. Yeah.
Those are the right ones. Hey, both of you guys got them right. Hey, so nice
There
job.
you go.
That's 2 out of 2. So you
All
got
right, they're in the lead
Rob and
right
Lupe.
now. Rob and Lupe.
You both got to get these right.
Wait, I have a question before he answers. Was he supposed to guess my fear and I was supposed to get his fear? Okay.
oh, so show it together.
Rob, what is her biggest fear?
Her biggest fear is like talking to strangers that she just randomly just meet.
Got you. That's right. And then
I think.
Lupe, what did you say?
Snakes.
Snakes?
Oh yes.
Is it snakes?
Yeah, creep the crap out.
I made him take a picture with the snake. We went to Miami, but he's like it was like, okay, let me leave. Like,
Definitely afraid. Got it. So you both got that right too. I don't think that was a tiebreaker. We got to figure out this tiebreaker thing. You both got it right.
That was good. That was really good. So I guess we got to come up with one more question. What is this called in basketball? Are we in? We're in
overtime?
double overtime.
OT. Double OT. This time we're just gonna ask one of the spouses, and then we'll see.
All right. So we're gonna go to.
Again, this is just for Tasia and Jason and Robin Lupe. And actually, let's just ask the women. Let's just ask the women this question. So this is about your husband. Ladies, you wanna ask the question?
Yes. Okay. So ladies, what would your husband rather be? An astronaut, a sailor, or a backup singer? What would you rather be?
I don't even. Probably a backup singer for me. Probably be the backup singer. I don't know. But let's go with Rob and Lupe. Rob, what's your answer? Or actually, Lupe, what would you say the answer is? What would Rob pick?
so Robert loves music, so I would say backup singer.
Yep, that's what I got.
Backup singer it is. Nice job.
There we go.
One.
Rob and Lupe back in the lead. Okay, Tasia and Jason, what do you think the answer was? Jason, or Tasia, what do you think Jason wrote down? Astronaut, sailor, or backup singer?
He would say I would be a good backup singer, but for him, I would say an astronaut.
What's the answer?
An astronaut! Oh my God! Triple time
I
out!
told you it was an easy question.
Triple time out.
No,
Okay,
we're
gonna pick a really hard one now. We're gonna pick
we're literally just about to be like, pick the number behind my back.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a number from 1 through 10.
Exactly, right? That might be how we have to finish this out.
Okay, how about this one?
Okay, there we go. That's
Okay.
a good one. That's
All right,
actually
we
a
got
good
it.
one. Let's
Ready?
figure this one out.
Okay.
Let's.
So how are we gonna? They're gonna write it down.
Yeah, but
Same thing.
who are we asking? Okay, yeah. There's more. So this is gonna be the same thing. Men, you write it down. We're asking the ladies this question. Okay, men, you write your answers. Ladies, we're asking you this question. If your partner were to describe you as a superhero, who would it be?
So who would be the superhero? The wife or
The husband would be the superhero. If your spouse, meaning Rob.
So if your wife would describe you as a superhero, who would she describe you as?
What
superhero would she describe you as?
It looks like Rob is pretty confident in this one. He's like, I know this one.
Cecilia and Jason, do you guys need some time?
No, we're good.
You ready to? All right, let's hit it. This is probably another easy question
I know,
for
right?
them. Okay, let's go with Tasia and Jason first.
I call him all the time our Superman.
Superman, it is.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. You
Oh my
guys,
goodness, this
too
is
good.
easy.
You're too
Yes.
good.
All right, Rob and Lupe. Not easy for us because I totally wouldn't have known that.
So Robert is Samoan, and you know Samoans are the most loving and caring people, but do not piss them off because they turn like a Hulk. So I always call them Hulk.
The whole.
Oh, that's good.
Oh gosh, you guys are too good. Too good.
My goodness. Is there such thing as quadruple overtime?
There is, but we're not going to go through quadruple overtime. We're literally going to say, I'm about to write down a number. I'm literally writing down a number right now on a piece of paper. Between 1 and 12. Now 1 and 10, 1 and 12. I'm writing a number down. The person that is the closest to this number is the winner. The closest to the number is the winner.
So it's 1 through 12.
1 through 12, closest to the number is the winner. What number do you think I have? Robin Lupe, what do you think?
Oh, do we guess at the same time?
Yes, and just tell me the number that you wrote down. What number?
3.
A 3. What did you say? Was that?
7.
7. So
Oh,
random.
that's so awesome.
It is
You
a
put
3. I don't know.
Oh,
Nice job, Robin.
wow, crazy.
That was awesome.
They are the winners.
Good job, guys.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
guys. Because of this, we're sending you guys a nice $20 certificate or a Visa gift card as the winners. Take that, enjoy the date night or something. I don't know, might buy an appetizer or something, but enjoy that. Again, this was fun. We went to quadruple overtime in this one. So obviously you all know each other well and obviously are in a great marriage because you're having conversation about these types of topics. So we appreciate you guys jumping on, and for everyone watching, join us again next week
On the Fun and Marriage Game Show.
That's right.
Appreciate it.
Bye.